Welcome back, everyone. So, a little while ago, my parents picked up this tiny little saw and they asked if I could get it going, and then if I could, can we go take it out and see if we can cut some of their bushes with it. I got some bigger bushes that are too big for clippers, but too small for my big saw. So I paid 40 bucks for it. This thing came with all this stuff. I mean, oil-soaked manuals, which is always a treat to have.
I just hate it when it's sticky.
But it's got like 5 extra chains in here, and I'm not even kidding. A whole bunch of parts, like 3 scrunches, boxes of oil. The oil alone is probably worth it. Huge wedges. It's just got, here's another chain. It's just got, is this another safety chain? Yeah. It's just got a whole bunch of stuff in it. So, on top of trying to get it running, here's what I thought we'd do. Do you think it's possible to take this little tiny chain and make our own skip chain with it? What? I don't have any chain that fits this thing, minus what came with it, but I have so many of them that, I don't know, to get this thing a little more aggressive, I'm just going to see if I can knock off a few of the teeth, make my own chain and see what happens. So, before we get going with it, let's just put fuel and oil and see if we can even get it to run. We'll use one of the many scrunches that are in here to pop this guy open. So let's see, does it got fuel in it? It's got some fuel in it. Man, it is dirty in there. It's got some fuel in it. Oh, bar oil. No bar oil. Alright, we're gonna fix that. Uh-oh. Just broke that cap off of there. Wow, how is that? There we go. I think I'm just going to give it a little bit of a lick. Just so we don't burn anything up trying to start it if we do get it running. I don't want to put too much in there, because I don't want to have to drain it all out if we do have to tear it down. One downside to having this, I suppose, is that you can't really fill other saws. But that's alright, we can just dip some in there. Okay, let's see what the air filter looks like before we try to give it a start. Oh, that looks pretty good. All right. See, I think we're in fast idle, so look at that. Yeah, that thing runs good. Alright, well, now that we know that, and that took basically no time at all. We didn't have to do anything to it. And I'm not going to mess with anything. Chain's a little loose, but we'll fix that. I think what we'll do is we'll start marking this chain, just cutting it apart. And honestly, I don't know that this is going to work, but we're going to give it a shot. All right, here's what I think. We're going to try to go every other tooth. So we'll start here. That's already a skip. So maybe we'll go here. No, that's not going to work. We gotta figure out how to go every other tooth. We take out. So if I go like that, it's all gonna be on one side. So we take out 2 here, 2. Oh, maybe we mark the teeth we keep. So we keep this one, take out these 2. See what happens. I'll just wipe it off if that doesn't work. So take out that one and that one. Leave that, take out that one and that one. This is going to be wild if this works. This is one hell of a skip chain.
I'm in danger!
So, we're going to have a huge gap between here and here, and here and here, but that's kind of how a full skip works. I think that's what we'll do. And then I think at the end of this, we'll throw on a different chain because I have so many of them. And we'll see how they cut, comparing the two the best I can. So now what we got to do is I think we got to figure out how to get this a little more stable. And we'll go at this with a grinder carefully. And we'll just knock that down. So it's either going to be grinder or do I pull out the die grinder? I'm thinking this might actually work better. But we'll give it a shot with the grinder. See what happens. I think the cutting wheel is going to be best. All right, let's give this a shot and see what happens. That wasn't too hard. I think we'll have to go back around with the sanding this though. All right, now that we did that, I think what we're going to do is take a little flat disc and we're just going to run over these spots. Just kind of clean that up so that we don't have anything that grabs to help the saw out. Is this actually going to work? I don't know. But we're just learning together. Might actually make it worse. All right, let's see. Where's our start? Alright, check it out. Your own skip tooth chain. This is full skip now. Look at that. That's going to be meaty. We could actually file these down a little bit. Maybe get those to bite a little harder, but we got to be careful because the saw only has so much power. So now what we're going to do is I think we're just going to go run it into some wood. And let's just see what happens with this thing. We might have to come back and knock those, knock these little pieces down. These are the kind of the safety catches so you don't get kickback, the anti-kickback dealio. Might come back and knock those off as well. Make the saw a little more aggressive. But let's just see. Let's see what we got as it is right now. See if it even works. Because this may be garbage. Alright, I'm just gonna see if it'll take that out. Oh, it's bouncy. Man. I mean, it cuts, but that is bouncy. Might have to find something thicker that we can bury it in. That rips with that little modified chain. Let's go see if we can actually trim with it and test against the other chain, see what happens. Let's see. Let's take that one out just while we're here. I've been meaning to anyway. rips. I mean, it's not very controlled because it's so bouncy, but it rips. Let's see. That big old head one, maybe? Oh, yeah. Let's go find something bigger. All right, see how this thing cuts with a modified chain after we've used it for a little bit now. Try that one more time. Oh, looks like we're missing a bar nut now. That's funny. Okay, let's take this off, swap a new chain on. This is gonna be a brand new, same chain, just brand spanking new. We're gonna see the difference. I might have to let it cool for a second though. All right, let's give this one more shot. Let's see how the new chain cuts compared to my old grinded on chain. All right, here we go. Alright, so we're back in the tiny little shop here. I think this was a success. I have the new chain on it still, but the difference between the new chain and the full skip tooth monster chain that we cut up is surprisingly not that different, considering that that chain I cut up was not sharp and this is sharp. I think the other chain was a little quicker. This one was obviously more manageable though, mainly because when you have a big skip like that and you're skipping teeth, what tends to happen is the teeth tend to bounce and chatter a lot. The bar does before it digs in and grips, whereas this is a lot smoother to begin with. So if you're cutting smaller stuff, just go with the full comp chain. If you're cutting bigger stuff, go with the full skip. It's kind of silly, honestly, to do it with such a little saw, but hey, it makes the little saw cut a little bit bigger stuff a little bit nicer. So there's that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. Any comments, hit the comment section below. And, well, hope to see you in the next video.